Hello everyone. So today, actually this is the first video that I am making where I'm actually talking about something. So today the topic is gonna be about French culture and Japanese influence. Anime and manga is such a huge thing in Paris. I was born in Paris and I lived there most of my life, so I wonder if I have an accent. Do I have an accent? Well, whatever. Yeah, so if you go to Fnac, which is the equivalent of like Borders, I guess, here, but not really because you can find so much more stuff at Fnac, FNAC. You can even buy concert tickets and you can buy like a bunch of stuff and lots of electronics. You can find a lot of stuff at Fnac. So if you ever have the opportunity to go to Paris, you can drop by the anime section and you cannot walk around in that place. Like, it is so difficult to walk around because everyone is sitting there and just reading manga like on the floor. Like, they're just like they don't even like see or care about what happens around them. Like, they're so into their their book, their manga, that they don't even notice that you're there. So yeah, be careful where you're walking. Watch your step. But yeah, so when I was in France, like the first time I actually read manga, I mean, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, like that was like on TV, but the first time I actually read one was when I was 11. Wow, I'm so old now. Well, whatever. It's life. Yeah, so I was 11 and like this guy was like, okay, you should read Kenshin. So I was like, okay, and he just gave me like volume 17 and I was like, whoa, this is a lot of blood, but so then I actually started to read it and I really liked it. And when I was like 12, even then already, like I remember in English class I would sit right next to my best friend, like she would be right there, and we would have like one English book like right here, and then like behind it, like we would have like little like the Kenshin manga, and like we would just read, and the teacher was like, you guys should follow like Stephanie and Miriam's example. They're such good students, and look at how seriously they are, and how seriously they read, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I guess we do read quite seriously, just not English, because that was English class, boy. But yeah, so wow, like I was like, yes, no, thank you, nice to meet you, and now I'm able to converse in English. Well, whatever. All thanks to Kenshin. Not really, but whatever. Yeah, so manga. Yeah, so when when I lived there, it was such a huge thing, and everyone was into it. Like in Paris, well, not everyone, but like the majority of the population, of the Parisian population, I guess, teenagers. Yeah, that's more like it. The majority of French teenagers were into manga and anime. So yeah, I moved here when I was 14, and I was a freshman. It wasn't that long ago. I just make it seem like I'm a like old lady. I'm an old lady, but whatever. Well, I guess I'm a little bit old though, not too much. Well, I'm not 14 anymore. No, I'm 24. Thank goodness. I'm not 24 yet either. Well, I'm not 23. Whatever. Yeah, so when I came here, I was in high school. Like, I was a freshman in high school. I became a freshman in high school. And, I guess I brought back, the whole Japanese culture with me to class. And, yeah, I used to live in Bergen County, New Jersey, with, like, the really rich, snobby kids. And, I guess it's not very cool here. But whatever, I like it. And I remember reading it in history class, like, the teacher was just like, giving lectures, like just reading, oh, blah, blah, this happened, who cares? World history. Not that I care. I was so into it, like I was just like reading it, and the teacher was like, Stephanie, and I was still reading, like I didn't even hear it, and he was like, man, she's so into this, she's not even like hearing me, like she can't even hear me. And then like I realized, I was like, oh yes, what did I miss? But yeah, 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 not good. The same thing with my best friend from high school. She she's French Canadian, and she has like this huge admiration of, you know, French culture and like Paris and all that stuff. She's like, oh my gosh, like people over there probably dress so well and like they're so elegant and like there's all these things, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Christian Dior, you know, Hermes, Hermes, Hermes. I don't know how you say that in English. Yeah. So, and Cartier, oh my gosh, Cartier, beautiful diamonds, whatever. So, you know, like she's like crazy about like French culture and like, you know, and I'm French, you know, I was born there and I'm part French. But, you know, like, I guess she was like disappointed or something, and, you know, I think it's really just dumb, you know, how people just make like stereotypes about things, you know, because, and they don't even know one thing about it. Like, well, you know, she does know that we do speak French, obviously, but, you know, about the culture, and how influenced it is by Japanese, you know, culture, but, like, Japanese influences. But yeah, I mean, if you check out, Japanese exposition in Paris, I mean, it's huge. Like the cosplays and like a huge crowd, and it's so hot and it's disgusting. So many people. It's like, oh my gosh, crazy. But yes, there are like drawing contests and like all that stuff. I mean, it's really awesome. Yeah, I love anime, and yeah, French culture and Japanese influence, and there's even like Japanese stores in Paris. I mean, if you are into it and if you ever have a chance to go to Paris, you know, stop by Opera Garnier, Opera Garnier. I guess that's how you say it. Opera Garnier. That's so weird. Opera Garnier. Like they have like so many Japanese shops there. They have like sushi, sashimi, sushi. They have Book Off, which is a Japanese bookstore, and you can find a lot of secondhand manga there. It's really nice. So there. So Fnac and Opera Garnier. Yep. Yeah, so it's not really cool here, but I like it and I'm cool, so that makes it cool, right? Bye.